Prudent was on her way home from the mall where she had gone to buy groceries when she was suddenly knocked down by an invisible, powerful force. She was flung a few steps away from where she had been standing, but she was fine. The only thing she noticed when she got up was a sharp pain on the side of her thigh. She dusted herself off and picked up the groceries that had scattered on the ground. She felt embarrassed by the people staring at her, but she still thanked God that the force hadn't thrown her onto the expressway. That wasn't the first strange thing that had happened to her. Sometimes she would suddenly feel as if something pinned her down and mated with her for a few seconds. It could happen in the office, on the road, or anywhere at all. Most times, she would somehow know she had been pregnant for a few days, and before long, she would feel as though she had given birth to unseen babies. For a very long time, she always felt full, as though she had eaten even when she hadn't tasted food for days. She also found herself sleeping early and waking up very early every day. One day, after being away from her mother for a long time, she decided to visit her. While they were talking, Prudent suddenly started panting like someone who had just run an 800-meter race. Sweat poured down her face. Her mother watched her carefully before asking, "Prudent, are you all right?" Prudent couldn't find an answer. Her mother persuaded her to tell her what was wrong, but Prudent found the question disturbing. She quickly grabbed her handbag and told her mother she wanted to return home because there was plenty of work waiting for her on her desk. She stood up in a hurry, hoping to avoid her mother's questions. Suddenly, she hit her head against what felt like an invisible roof above her. The pain sent her back onto the couch as she held her head. She didn't even realize when her handbag slipped from her hand onto the floor. After calming down a little, she looked up. There was nothing there. She gently rubbed her head and slowly tried to stand again. As she got halfway up, she felt something covering the top of her head as though another invisible object was blocking her. Looking confused and frightened, she quickly sat back down. Her mother had been watching everything. "Prudent, are you all right?" she asked again. This time she refused to let it go. "You must tell me the meaning of what I've just seen. If you don't, neither of us is leaving this place." Prudent ignored her. She bent down, hoping she could pass underneath whatever had stopped her. After taking only a few steps, she ran into another invisible obstacle. It was as though she had been locked inside an invisible cage. She stretched out her hands and tried to push through it, but she couldn't. She slowly bent down and returned to the couch. With a deep sigh, she finally told her mother everything she had been experiencing for the past 8 years. Her mother screamed, just like any African mother would. "Why didn't you tell me all these years? Why did you wait until it got to this point?" she cried. She stood up and went closer to Prudent, but found no hindrance. She returned to where she had been sitting, then asked Prudent to come closer to her. Prudent tried. She couldn't. Her mother burst into tears and ran to a friend's house. "They finally succeeded by getting to me through my daughter," she cried as she removed the veil from her head and tied it around her waist. "Help me. I don't want to lose my daughter. They've succeeded. They've succeeded. Oh!" Her friend held her and said, "Calm down first. Tell me exactly what happened. Only then will I know how to help." After calming herself, Prudent's mother explained everything her daughter had told her, including everything she had witnessed with her own eyes. Her friend remained quiet for a moment, staring at her in confusion. Then she picked up her phone and dialed a number. After the call, she turned to Prudent's mother. "I'll take you somewhere tomorrow." Prudent's mother wanted them to go immediately if it meant saving her daughter, but her friend insisted that the following day was the appointed day she had been given. They both returned to the house. They tried to force Prudent out of the position where she was trapped, but every attempt only caused her severe pain. Eventually, they gave up. The next day, a chief priest was invited to Prudent's mother's house. He performed several rituals around Prudent before finally speaking. Prudent's soul was invoked into a hen for healing. At first, neither of them believed him. Then Prudent's mother suddenly remembered what had happened 8 years ago. Prudent had been involved in a terrible accident that had almost cost her right arm and one of her legs. To avoid amputation, she sought help from a herbalist in their village. The herbalist performed some rituals on a young hen. While Prudent received treatment in the hospital, the hen was carefully monitored and cared for. Then Prudent's mother remembered something else. The very day Prudent recovered, the hen ran away and never returned. After listening, the chief priest nodded. "The hen must be found," he said. "Only then can Prudent's soul be invoked out of it." He went on to explain that everything Prudent had experienced and was still experiencing was exactly what the hen was going through. The force that threw her at the mall happened because the hen was suddenly attacked. The invisible pinning down happened whenever a cock mated with the hen. The pregnancies she experienced happened whenever eggs formed inside the hen before they were laid. The feeling of being full happened whenever the hen had eaten, and her habit of sleeping early and waking early followed the hen's daily routine. He paused for a moment before saying, "As we speak, the hen has been caged and will soon be killed." The room became silent. "Unless that hen is found and brought to me," he continued, "there is nothing more I can do." With that, he packed his things and left. Prudent's mother kept asking him, as she begged him not to leave, "Where am I supposed to find the hen? How do I find it and save my daughter?" The chief priest didn't answer. He simply walked away.
Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed telling it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Don't miss our next adventure.